cool stuff that's just going to make your life a lot easier. I'm trying to think, there was something else that I wanted to mention. Okay, so now you can play with your avatar. Like I said, right click appearance. Also freezes you. It's self-explanatory. Under shape is body, head, eyes, ears, nose, torso, legs. You know, you can make your legs tall. You can do basically anything you want. If you buy a shape that's modifiable, definitely watch that X Street video, because it's important that you buy a shape that's modifiable or you won't be able to do all this stuff. The SL shape they gave you, you can do all this stuff. After you make changes, make sure you click Save As, not Save. The reason is because if you, just like, you know, any other thing in Windows, if you just save it, you just overrode your original. If you save as and name it something different, save as you can see, I have new. This is like my 8th time I modified this shape. If you save it as a different name, your original is, you know, still in your inventory so that you can find it. Usually your shapes are in body parts, but you can play with your inventory. You want to search around. The showcase is not like it was in my videos, so it kind of sucks. So basically you just, you know, have to type in whatever floats your boat, like if you like biker stuff. There's clubs. You just have to kind of teleport. Cobra's biker sim. Anywhere that lets you teleport in, you're allowed to be. So don't worry about that. If you click on it, it gives you a description. Cobra's biker sim. You can ride bikes. There's a dance club. Clothes, sex, surfing, whatever. Okay, click and edit on the top of your menu. Do click Control-Alt-D first to get this advanced menu pops up. You won't be using it, but it might as well be there. Under edit, oh, let me show you really quick. I hate that round thing. Underworld, the other thing that's going to happen, this is set to California time. The sun does set and rise, believe it or not. Underworld, at the very bottom, environment settings. You'll see sunrise, like this is midnight. So if you log on and it is midnight, or you're in a sim where the sim is midnight, you can always override that, and you can't see. You want to change your clothes. This isn't as dark as it normally would be because he has his sim set for the real time. So, you know, the rest of the box is still sunlit, but whatever. Under environment settings, if you can't see, you click midday anytime, and it'll brighten up so that you can see what you're doing. Under edit, preferences way at the bottom. Okay. I'm going to go from tab to tab. General, small, check, small advertising names, hide my name on the screen, check, hide all group titles, check, hide my group title. Believe it or not, just hiding people's titles, or they float above the person's head, so when you're walking around, mine would say like anarchy. Just turning off these, hiding them, and using small avatar names, like I actually have mine show names never, makes everything move a lot faster, believe it or not. Your UI size, you know, I don't know, you might as well, I don't really know what it is, but it can't hurt to make it bigger. Start location, either your last location or my home. It depends. Like if I have a home, I have it on my home. If I don't, I usually click my last location, and then like I find a nice, like I lived at this monastery for about 6 months because nobody ever went to the monastery. Finally they shut it down because nobody ever went to the monastery. So I always clicked my last location, and before I logged out for the night I went back to the monastery, so when I logged in I was there and I had privacy. That's about it under general. Input and camera mouse sensitivity is just weird. Camera options, this is your, where's my body? Your viewing angles. If you just slide the slider, see how I'm farther out. It's actually, it can get annoying when you're far out from yourself like this. You can see yourself. But if you're walking like in a store and there's small aisles, when you turn a corner, you're not with your avatar. So at any time you can change these settings and you don't have to reboot the game for them to take effect. But you want to be pretty close to your head like this when you're somewhere where there's, I guess I can't get any farther away from myself. When there's tight corners or you're in a maze, a labyrinth, I like walking around labyrinths and stuff. Network and folder, disk cache size, you want all the way up. There's a cache, just like we have to deal with in, you want to clear your cache every once in a while. Now the cache won't clear until you log out and you log back in. Don't clear your inventory. I think that wipes out all your inventory stuff. I have maximum bandwidth. I've heard that if it's lower, sometimes it works better, but when you clear your cache, just so you know, when you come back in, just like with CV, it does take a couple minutes longer for things to res. Another quick thing is, like my computer, I have it up on blocks and I have a table fan and it's already hot. SL will make your computer, especially a laptop, run extremely hot. An external little table fan blowing underneath is almost a definite, because as your computer gets hotter, everything runs slower, which probably happens in CV too and people just don't know it. The web really has nothing to do with anything. Graphics, this is where you get, it will automatically, it set me automatically at mid. I can go, this isn't a good sim to show you because there's nothing to really see. If I go to a sim and I like it and I want to take photos, I sit on it and I wait for everything to res nice, and then I'm going to click onto high or even ultra. That's going to make the trees, the flowers, everything is going to be like HD TV. But as far as moving around to check out the different sims, I want to be mid, or sometimes I even go low if I'm just checking it out, because once I get to the sim, if I think it looks like something I might be interested in, I can always just change this up to mid. Like I said, you don't have to reboot the program or anything. I have custom checked, which is why you see all this stuff down here. I have water reflections off. Probably basic shaders I could turn off. The more stuff you have off, avatar physics I have pretty high. I could make that lower. This is other people's avatars. Terrain detail I always keep set. Oh, that's this guy. Terrain is almost, well, it's as low as it can go. That's why my grass doesn't actually, will it? And the grass comes, I mean, I'm in a weird camera angle here, but the grass starts to look more and more like actual grass as you, but that's what terrain is. So I'll put it back to low. Avatars, again, are other people's avatars. Do you really need to see them unless you want to see them? That's up to you. Trees. Flexi prims are anything that moves. My skirt that moves in the wind. If you see a flag, it's a flexi, you know, anything that moves. I have them on high, which I probably shouldn't be moving around. Objects, same thing. My couch. If I go to a sim, it'll be the house that he built. Why I have them on high, I don't know. The lower you have these things, the faster you will go. Audio and video, I'll just tell you quick, I don't know where it is. If you have voice, enable streaming music, you want that, because that doesn't really do anything. Apparently voice isn't on here. Oh, voice chat. Okay, oh, it's right on top. Enable voice chat. I have it checked. I don't know why. If you turn that off, apply. I probably had to click apply to make my graphics work. I guess you have to click apply if you change them. Turn off voice chat on the top. Should make it go faster. So I've heard you can play with it. Like I said, the graphics, everything as low as you can go. And then what you do, the draw distance is how far you can see in the distance. So if you have it really high, even the guys with supercomputers, it makes them lag. That means, you know, like I can see 6 miles away versus half a mile away. The farther, obviously, away you see, the more things your computer's trying to res and the slower it goes. So, you know, set things as low as possible and then slowly maybe make them a little higher and see if you can still move around Sims. I think that should get you started. Start. Like I said, I'll leave this pose stand. Just right click on it and click pose and you'll be still as far as trying on clothes. Control all on your body and zoom in if you want to see what you look like. Okay, so that should get you started. And like I said, at some point tonight I will send you money, the landmark, and whatnot. And good luck. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Like I said, also, if you come on and the group tag thing isn't working, you can type in sandbox here. It'll give you a list of sandboxes or public places you can open. Oh, sorry, I typed it. That was local chat. Open search, type in sandbox. There'll be a bunch of sandboxes. Open them up. Pick one again. You can